So 18 has 15y squared plus 8ay minus 12a squared. Okay, so I certainly wish that there was a GCF here, but this is 3 times 5, this is 2 times 2 times 2, this is 3 times 2 times 2. So I don't hear any number that matches up with all of those. So no GCF. And if I consider A times C, that would be 15 times negative 12, which is negative 180. And B is 8. So you got to keep going until you find two numbers that multiply to this, but add up to that. So 1 and 180 are way too far apart for 8. 2 and 90 are too far apart. You could double this one, which halves this one. That's a little bit closer. This doesn't half, so I can't do that. But I could divide this by 3 and multiply this by 3. Or I don't know, there was also 5 and 36, but that doesn't work. 6 and 30, which doesn't help. 9 and 20, which doesn't help. Oh. If I thought about the numbers instead of just jumping through the process so quick. Two of the easiest things that multiply to 180 is 10 and 18. So one of them needs to be negative, but for this to be positive, you want the 10 to be negative. So if the numbers are bigger, then yeah, that part of the process can take a little bit longer. But then you should at least be just a minute away from being finished. Don't call this 8ay, call it minus 10ay plus 18ay. These are the magic numbers that make the factor by grouping work out. Group in GCF. Group in GCF. These are the same, then you probably are on the right track. And if they're different, then something's definitely wrong, and you know to backtrack. So that's what I would go with. Anything specific? Was it just finding the right number combinations? Yeah, usually, now the big ones are a little bit harder, but usually if you just start with 1 times the number, double this side which halves this side, double this side which halves this side, usually you will stumble upon it pretty quickly without needing to get out a calculator.